Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chosen to join me today. Look at that. There's a little bit of a science thingy majiggy, whatever that is. Let's have a chat with the man over here. We were talking to him last episode. He's an apothecary, and he trades. Oh, he trades. I traded already. But we didn't ask him questions. We just said to trade and all that. Have you seen a lot of lands? Tell me about them. Yes, you are right. I have traveled many lands, saw many settlements, big and small, each of which survived by its own, that's the wrong its, set of rules. I have seen massive arcologies. I actually don't know what that means. I think it's like, I don't know what that is. Like universities, but slightly different. Anyway, that grew straight out of the sands. Maybe it means something different. Brave little villages and harsh militarized cities. Without any big government, the people went such different ways. May at least some of them turn out to be the correct ones. The correct ways! What can you tell me about the local lands? Besides what you just told me. I know of places where people survive in small pacts, with no authority. I also know places where the authorities are despots, that need to be obeyed until the day you die behind a plow. Imagine how happy I became when I found Krasnoznameni. Yeah, good. How is... Oh, right. The... What do they called it? They're pretty despoty themselves a little bit, I guess. Despot's probably not the word. A despot would necessarily be a single person. So so this would be multiple, right? Is that like a despot needs to be a single person? It's like a dictatorship. Except a dictatorship doesn't really require a despot, or in the sense that it might be a dictatorship of more than one person. But if that, I might be wrong on that. Anyway, Krasnoznameni is not a single person-headed thing. It's a council. Anyway, a place where there is just enough authority and individual freedom for a man to live a good life. This city is really dear to me. I hope it never shifts. Yeah, I suppose the golden middle, right? Yeah, he's talking about here. He doesn't say the word balance, but he really should have, because that is basically what he's saying. What will we do when the pre-war meds are all used up? I'm gonna ask. The work that university cities are doing right now will return the ability to create complex chemicals to people all around the world. In due time. Well, in due time. But before that time comes, the populace will have to rely on people like me who create remedies and salves from mushrooms, moss, and even something as simple as your average beetroot. You create beetroot? No. You... From. Right, yes. Where do you pick the plants you need for your recipes? I buy some of them off the local traders, and I gather some myself. The main thing is to pick the right herbs and have good chemistry knowledge. I am making medicine, after all. Any error might turn fatal and cost to my patient his or her life, and to me, my license. You have a license? That is very interesting. Doesn't seem very free to me, this whole place here. A man can't do unlicensed medicine anymore. What is this? Terrible Krasnoznameni. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to steal from you, apart from actually meaning to. And I'll try all day, right there, because you don't mind that I try. I'll look at your room. What do we have over here? A bandana. I'll take that. Thank you very much. We have some sort of radio equipment or something. And a rotten toadstool. It's my favorite. It really looks like a poo. Anyway, let's get out of here. It's an interesting symbol right there. It's not. Yeah, it's just a lower res version of the pharmacy symbol that, you know, we tend to have in our modern world, and I think back in the 80s as well that was the case. It has a name. The serpent in particular has a name, and I'm sure the wall symbol itself has a name as well. I just don't know. I'm not cultured enough for that. Let's make sure that I talk to you. Yes, indeed. And let's go inside, because this is very clearly the... What the heck? No. Coming to you live, great news for all under command of the Chamber of Commerce. The Liugushagi settlement was delivered from, okay, the wives and mothers of those lost during the operation. I don't know what happened to the wives. Will receive some compensation for their loss, stated the Chamber of Commerce. Some. They said some and you're, oh my god. This is outrageous. Why would it be some? It should be all compensation, and then yeah, sure, if it is some, it's some, but at least you're spinning it in a good light. Let's see what I can do over here. Oh no, there's a person over there. I'm so sorry. A friendly warning. They're giving me friendly warnings. Okay, so maybe people live here. Apart from, I really thought this was a Chamber of Commerce because it's just such a big building. But I'm thinking now it's people. Let's look around. And I'm sorry again that I'm rotating the camera so fast. It is really the speed of the mouse cursor when you rotate. I think it might have something to do with just how I have my my mouse configuration thingy. Like it's tricky. It's tricky for developers to account for every mouse configuration. But then again, it is also tricky for us to have the mouse work exactly as we want to. Oh, and by the way, somebody told me not to sell toilet paper. I'm sorry, I sold it, but apparently toilet paper is used for joints. Not really sure where I'm gonna find the rest of the ingredients, but at least for cigarettes, it's gonna be a thing. Speaking of which, wait a minute. Thank you for telling me that. That sounds like a pretty straightforward thing that we could do. Get some toilet paper. I hear it's not very good to do. Oh, we don't have tobacco. Do we have tobacco? We do indeed. There it is. I hear it's not very good to use toilet paper for joints or cigarettes. I have heard something about that. And I've heard that people do use that. If I can find the toilet paper, that would be amazing. But, it's somewhere in here. It stopped scrolling. And, oh, crap. There it is. I made a cigarette. Okay, so I wasted one tobacco. That's fine. It's all good. What do we have? Can I turn off the television? Oh, it says it's coming to you live. It's Wasteland 24 without a space after. Yeah. Yeah. Remember how I was complaining about? Well, actually, this game explains. Nice carpet. I had one of these when I was a kid. This game explains why they have a television thing, and there's a reason for that. But 24-hour television in a post-apocalypse, I'm not really sure. You see a surprisingly decent man in... How do I know he's decent? Is he decently clothed? Is that what? What? Is everybody else going around with their junk hanging out or something indecently? Anyway, surprisingly decent man in simple but neat and clean clothes. Maybe that's what it means. I don't know. He strolls around, whistling under his breath. As he sees you, he stretches out his hand with a friendly smile.
Sergei Maslov, veteran. What can I do for you?
Yeah, what?
This depends on the event you need me for. In the kindergarten, I can talk about the war, which traumatizes the kids tremendously, but the teachers like it. At a reception, entertain the guests, again, also traumatizes them tremendously, but nobody really likes it, but that's okay. And at a merchant guild's party, talk about the importance of teamwork, which is all one word, but I like separating it in two. If you train mercenaries, I can share my combat experience. A man like me will be a gem of any gathering.
Unless there's many gatherings that I could think of, and I'm not thinking of any that wouldn't work for him. Can he teach me, though? Because that would be really good. I don't organize events. Why would I? I just wanted to have a chat.
I'm quite a busy man. Any day now I'll be giving a talk to the at the Chamber of Commerce, then teaching the guards some technical maneuvers. But sure, if you have any truly important questions, I'll answer them gladly.
I think he might be delusional. Because, I don't know, I might be jumping to conclusions here, but he doesn't seem like somebody with that would have much importance in the Chamber of Commerce. Also, tactical maneuvers to the guards of a Chamber of Commerce, that's, I mean, sure, it's sort of a name. It doesn't really mean that they are more commerce focused than military focused. Excuse the hiccup. So where did you get money, apart from your performances?
My main source of income is pension. It's hard to believe, knowing who I am, but I had to knock on all the doors in the governmental bunker to get it. The Chamber of Commerce had no respect for my great deeds, nor for the great country I represent, but I taught them some respect. So now I have enough for modest living. Well, for everything I need, really.
Also, would it be called pension? I think it is called Isn't it called a grant? What is it called? I don't know. I know, for example, like here in Portugal, if you're a prime minister for, I think it's at least 4 years. You need to do at least 4 years, which is I think the minimum. You know, the one election cycle. You get a pension, but I think we call it a different thing. So there might be a different word. More importantly, though, is pension makes it seem like they just have a social security system. And I don't know, but that pharmacist dude probably would be really upset with that whole affair about, oh, my freedom! Are you in the mood for another question? How's life in Krasnoznameni?
Well, since I taught the local government respect and sense of duty to the veterans, the country's heroes, my life's got tolerable. My former comrades in arms now try to taint my name, but they conveniently forget it was I who pressed the government to issue pensions for the members of the last war.
Okay, now that's how he's explaining that whole affair. What would you say about the political situation?
I'm a humble old warrior. I'm used to serving people by heroically rebuffing enemy attacks on the battlefield.
Sure. He's painting that, I mean, I don't know what the, he's an old Soviet military member. I don't know what the common perception of the Russian people is of the old Soviet army. Isn't it the Red Army? Or maybe there's a different name, I don't know. But, yeah. This seems very... What's the word? There's a word for this. Oh, I should know the word. And I don't. And I should know it's basically like aggrandizing but not just but self-aggrandizing as in the sense of the whole country in and of itself. Is like rebuffing enemy attacks on the battlefield. Who would these enemies be? Where did you fight? And there's wars. Where did Russia fight, actually? I don't know the wars that Russia got involved into. It's definitely not as many as their enemies, I guess. As the U.S., everybody knows about the wars the U.S. got involved, but Russia, I'm unfortunately drawing a blank because I don't know. I should be more read about these things. But anyway, as soon as I have a chance, he says, I'll make myself a candidate for entering the Chamber of Commerce. Wouldn't you lose your pension if that happened? Because that seems like a loophole right there.
People who govern it now will be the death of us all later, if not sooner.
So you're an aspiring politician. Well, I guess he's a politician if he himself made a policy. I mean, I made it sure that it happened. I guess maybe not politician. He's just a concerned citizen in being like, hey, we need money because we don't have any, what's the word? Marketable skills. I don't know. Maybe that's not a word. I keep going over there because I see that light. Would you care to share some rumors?
There's another veteran in the city. He's not like me. He's more like an anti-veteran. A veteran of the criminal group Death.
Is it what, the band?
He's tried to persuade me a couple of times that his former cronies are planning an attack on the city. Personally, I don't believe him. A thief and a gangster always remain a thief and a gangster.
Okay, let's have a chat with this man over here who's really upset. Oh, no, he's not very upset. He just gave me a friendly warning about taking the stuff. A tall man in his 30s with a long melancholic face and a rickety back. I don't know what rickety means, but okay. He has a rickety back. Sits in front of you. He looks through the window languidly, gesticulates and cries something out soundlessly from time to time. As he as he sees you, he smiles shyly and nods. Good day. He looks like the guy from Facebook, a little bit. I don't know. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg. That's the one. Maybe. Good day to you. A simple passerby who can turn up to be a rich investor. My name is Gubstab. It doesn't matter. I'm a poet and a writer. Are you here to talk about my dick? With a capital D. Poet and, although I wouldn't, it's capital D written, but my character wouldn't know. Poet and writer Gubsov stretches out his hand, says narrator, then changes his mind, raises it to clap you on the shoulder, changes his mind again, and quickly hides it in his pocket. I assume he didn't hide his mind in the pocket, but rather the hand, or hopefully not my shoulder at the very least. God forbid I'm just getting acquainted with the locals. That's lovely, let's go with that. I'll be glad to talk to an intelligent person, he says. Having no reason to believe I'm intelligent since I don't even, like, who's this Richard person? Or it could be another one, I suppose. Is there a famous dick writer? I don't know, actually. Like, I can't sell anything to him. So what have you written? What are your famous works? The writer lowers his eyes embarrassedly and picks at the floor with the sole of his shoe, as if he were a 13-year-old. No, a 13-year-old wouldn't do that. As if he were a 10-year-old. And yeah, anyway. Nothing that has been printed yet, but I have plenty of unfinished stories in my desk. I could have recited some of my poems, but after my public performance at the Krasnoznameni authorities forbade me to do so. And I abide by the law. Which, the law is the authorities? Also, that's not the authorities, that's the authorities, but still. However, my latest literary work will surely bring me long-deserved fame and glory that will show them all. Still good. You earn a living? I'm not ashamed of my job. I call myself Dirt Fighter. And let me tell you, this is a very important and a very poetic job at that, especially when you need to clean up after someone's been shot, or a mutant toad has exploded in the middle with only a single D of the city, or some especially stinking waste has gathered in a public place. The Dirt Fighter. Oh, right, you're a, I see what you mean. Right, how romantic. So what can you say about Krasnoznameni? Are poets respected here? Respected, yes, sure. One of my poetic performances was banned for indecency. It's banned, he means banned. As if praising the voluptuous body of a big-breasted beauty is more indecent than prison songs that are so... Wait. Oh, that's... Right. Wait. Okay, that's all one sentence. As if praising the voluptuous body of a big-breasted beauty is more indecent than prison songs that are so popular among the local lowlives. They have prison songs among the local lowlives, not the prison population. They might not have a prison. As I was giving my second performance, the audience thought I was not right in the head and tried to lock me up in a mental institution to carry out experiments on me. But still they give me work and don't touch me until I start reciting poems of mine. Thanks for that, if nothing else. Well, at least you can recite poems of somebody else. It seems like that takes talent and skill. Anything interesting? What's the point of rumors when there are true facts? For example, from Lenin's life. What a great man he was. It's such an honor for me that his incorruptible relics lie here in the suburbs of my native town. Of all other places in the wasteland, I highly recommend visiting his final resting place and listening to a lecture. So what was a bit of a joke when they were like, oh, he wrote capitalism, and he was a very libertarian, they said thing. I don't remember what they said, but what's the word that I'm looking for? Labor organizers or whatever. Anyway, he just said he completely the opposite of all that sort of stuff. And I was confused about the book. I think I said it before. That he didn't wrote capitalism. He wrote Das Kapital. And I didn't remember the name of the book, and that's why I was like, that sounds familiar, but that doesn't sound right. But at any rate, that was a joke. Now this guy is a joke as well. Thanks for the advice. Do you know, I looked at that already. Well, I'll see you later, I suppose. No, oh, actually, wait. You offered to talk about your dick. Let's. Oh, now my new friend won't regret his decision to chat. The thing is, several painful, miserable months ago, a unique commercial idea occurred to me. I will create a series of short stories united by the same arch story that will be coming out once a month. This means people who will want to know what happens next will have to buy a new issue. This will make the work resonant, which will guarantee regular income. So I decided to write a series of fantastic, erotic, humorous, educational stories about a member of the Communist Party in space, Dick Popov, and his spicy adventures at Space Station Strawberry. I'm just listening. 30th, that's how it's said. 30th century. Soviet humans, reborn from the ashes of the nuclear apocalypse, explore space and meet other sentient beings. Young, strong, and well-built Central Committee member Dick Popov flies to Strawberry to represent the interests of the Soviet Earth, which I get. Yeah, it never. I was gonna say which doesn't exist right now. Well, technically it still does, because this was in 1985, the war. So yeah, it still does. It's all Soviet. But how can a simple red-blooded guy keep the presence of mind like any worthy Soviet citizen should when surrounded by exotic beauties, such as a blue-skinned Generalissima Liarna Pildak from Ganymede or lascivious Lizorra from Venus? Let alone menacing stripper robots from Uranus that appear once in a cycle to seduce men of all civilized races. Sure. He smooths, anyway, he's doing things. And the strangest thing is, as soon as this idea occurred to me, the editor-in-chief of the Shoot to Kill print house came to town for some business. This publishing house prints hundreds of materials, from survival manuals to fiction. Alas, I failed to persuade him that publishing my stories was a good idea, but I think my plan is worthy. Maybe you could talk to him. He's staying not too far from here, in the hotel. His name is Vladislav Zhirenko. Did I meet him already? I think I might have. And how exactly did you try to persuade him? Well, he was having lunch there in the courtyard. I ran up to him and said, Comrade Zhirenko, oink, minute of your time? Is that... Oh, right, yeah, that's not a typo. I'm going to make you a big offer that bears great significance. Just let me persuade you. I don't know what that is. Oh, like swine. Persuade you. Yes, something along those lines. Anyway, it didn't work. Yeah, well, with all those not metaphors, they're puns. How was it supposed to persuade him? Well, someone told me I should include in my speech something original to stand out. And there's a rumor someone keeps a pig in the Chamber of Commerce's bunker. So I thought it would be a good reference. Yeah, no, I do think I miscalculated a little bit. But maybe you'll be more persuasive. Yes, I will try to not do exactly at all what you did right there. Although that sounds like an interesting quest. We did get a quest log update over there. So, yeah, I thought I had met him. This Zhirenko or whatever. Although I never really talked about his dick, and I have no idea. No, his dick is his. Oh, right. Yeah, it's his character. His character is called Dick Popov. I don't know if Popov is a name that. I don't know what he means. Could mean things. Could be also part of the joke. Oh, it's you again. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm gonna get some stuff out of here, if I can. Oh yeah, I can. I got a beer. I'll get a beer. And I got beats. You know, beer and beats. Bears and battle start. No, let's go. So this guy doesn't... Where was the other one? There was somebody else over here. I really think I might be able to steal from you here. No. Unfortunately, he sees me doing that because he's a jerk. How does he see me? I don't know. Okay, did I come over here? Yeah, I really don't know where... Oh, there you are. Was it you? What the heck are you? Come here. Come freaking here. I'm stuck. Maybe. No, I am stuck, sort of. Let's not do that, because the game is weird when that happens. Okay, so we know there's somebody over there, and I can talk to them. But that's, of course, the same person that was outside. I don't know who was there. They left? I suppose. Or maybe it was that guy, and I just didn't see it. Okay, let's get that. An apple. I'll absolutely take that. There's a deck tape recorder over there. And are we good? I think we are. Yeah, we can't go upstairs. We should be able to, but we can't. There's there's no way to go. Oh, wait a minute. There's somebody over here. Oh, it's this dude. Oh, right. Maybe it was that person that was over there. I don't know. I'll check. But I'll do it off camera. I'll reload a previous save. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been A.T.O.M RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.